It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. And we'll be watching the big man Brook Lopez in action tonight. Seems wherever he takes the floor, you can always count on him to give you about 20. How great is that to have from your starting center, Kenny?
Well, it's dependable points from any position is huge, but from your center position, I think that actually increases because they can draw fouls. Only few positions in the game can actually draw fouls, and the big guys alone.
Well, I like that Lopez doesn't need a lot of touches to get 20 points. That just shows me he's super efficient right there.
Yeah.
Kevin Harlan's got the call, and we will see you later.
Oh, say.
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Last season, they split the series with each team able to win on the road.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
I like it. East versus West. This is a very intriguing matchup.
And Steve, these teams both compete on the glass. Rebounding is on their calling card.
I mean, you get a chance to watch when the ball goes up, that's when the game starts. They are bumping, they are pushing, they are trying to get position. And if you can get rebounds, you give your team another possession. And more possessions, the increased chances you have a chance to win that game.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Zach LaVine is out there with Grant. And it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. Offensive rebound, Lopez. LaVine against Caldwell Pope. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Well, Steve, when you watch Caldwell Pope out there, you can see the impact he has on the defensive side. Very active hands, and he can erase a player from an offense.
He isn't a flashy defender, but he makes his presence felt. Very hard to shake and will pick you up far from the rim. A lot of stars underperform on offense when they are guarded by KCP.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. 2 sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
Now here's LaVine. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Here's Randall. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. Carries the long-range jumper.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
To the left side wing. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but it ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did catch up with Coach Luke Walton. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Scooped up. That one drops for him. Randall's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
To the paint. And Holiday has it in the corner. Grant outside. 5 on the clock, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Los Angeles leading by 4. Ball kicks to Dang. Caldwell Pope against Levine. Lopez, a screen on Levine. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Feeds to Markkanen. Over Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Now the Bulls have had one of the largest and strongest fan bases in the NBA for years, having the Jordan-era Bulls help, but they have always been a beloved team in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, you see the devotion from their fans at their games, and the numbers back it up. They've had the best fan attendance every year since 2010, and they've been in the top 5 since as long as I can remember, and that's long. Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Grant kicks to Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Caldwell Pope against Levine. Caldwell Pope pushes the ball. And it's Dang in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
Lopez kicks to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Pass to Grant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ball's running. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And you see the pass. Levine improving as a playmaker, learning how to succeed at this level.
Ball kicks to Randall. Lays it up off the glass.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Lopez inside. Lopez is there. Lopez passes to Levine. Outside Dang. Misses the layup.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Markkanen with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. And the shot is good.
You got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Ball kicks to Lopez. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lopez has got 5.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Clarkson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's G. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Lakers leading by 5. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
So it's the Lakers now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Back to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Here's Pondexter. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one's good by G.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunity.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. And it's Ingram missing. The Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's G. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's G. And the rejection by Zubac. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mirotic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Here's Clarkson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Chicago trailing here. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Valentine, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Smitty, you retired back in what, 2005? Do you still get a chance to play pickup from time to time?
You know, we play pickup, Kevin. Yes, in 2005 I retired. Some guys I get a chance to play with in Atlanta: Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Charles Oakley, Tony Delk. So we have a great group. Other than that, we're real old and have gray hair. But now it's got ugly and uglier. We play about 1 or 2 games, and we let our kids pick up the rest.
Smitty, I can see maybe speed and quickness going because of age, but I bet the shot is always still pretty much there, correct?
The shot is still there, and the fouling has gone up to another level.
Nance, no good.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
No good on that one. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Now, here's Ball. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Clarkson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Chicago leading. Valentine with it, now guarded by Ingram. And the shot goes in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clarkson kicks to Ingram. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And Brandon Ingram, the second overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft, and he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
Sinks the triple.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Clarkson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Screen by Bogut. Clarkson kicks to Ball. Off the screen. And that one hits back iron. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls out front, ending the first quarter with a 13-5 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Guy. The Bulls leading by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, they've got Portis. He's out there with Nikola Mirotic. And it's done in at point guard. Clarkson dishes the ball. Passes it to Bogut. Now here's Ball. He's guarded close.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Now here's Dunn. He's covered by Clarkson. The dish to Dunn. Zipser kicks to Mirotic. Just 4 to shoot. Dunn passes to Mirotic. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Lakers trail by 3. Ball dishes to Clarkson. Pass the ball. He feeds it to Bogut. Shot from the wing. Good on the bucket.
And that's a shot Bogut can hit. The defense has to be aware of him in that area.
The Bulls shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Dunn kicks to Zipser. A three-pointer, no good. The Lakers shooting 40% from the field. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And some changes here for the Lakers. Luol Deng is checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ball. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in for Portis. Dunn kicks to Levine. Mirotic the screen. Levine passes to Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Smitty, there are those players you worry that if they hit a couple in a row, man, they begin to heat up, and then they get in that that microwave category where they can heat up in a hurry and watch out.
Those guys, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Kyle Korver, those guys, when they get on the roll, they keep going over and over and over, and they are seeking shots. Steph Curry, there's a list goes on and on, Kevin. I love watching when they get hot. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Kick out to Levine for 3. Rebounded by Bogut. The Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Tries it from 9. The shot, no good. Well, Chicago has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And there's the pass to Zipser. Dunn kicks to Zipser. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's a screen. Here's Dunn. But put back. Can't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Caldwell Pope dishes to Clarkson. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. Justin Holiday comes in for Paul Zipser. And it's Grant in for Chris Dunn. Levine passes to Holiday. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Clarkson. That puts them in the lead. Now, here's Grant. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Dang. Levine dishes to Holiday. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Lopez sets a screen for Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Grant kicks to Holiday. Back to Grant. In the corner, it's Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Kicks to Clarkson. Lopez outside. Here's the screen. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers. Bulls trail by 4. Levine passes to Lopez. Back to Levine. He dishes it to Lopez. The wide open look here for Holiday. The Bulls keep it alive. Lopez with the bucket.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Kuzma passes to Clarkson. The kick out to Dang. It's the three-point bomb. Dang's got 5 points in the quarter.
His teammate was wide open there. Definitely the right choice to pass it out and let him take the shot.
Lopez dishes to Levine. Lopez a screen. Levine kicks to Lopez. Here's Kuzma, and he banks in the layup. Kuzma's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Levine, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Chicago also making some changes. Pondexter comes in for Justin Holiday, and G's subbed in for Grant. Picked by Randle. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's G. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Markkanen kicks to G. Levine with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to G. To the wing on the left. Here's Markkanen. Kick out to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Deflects the pass, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Brandon Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. And Ball subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Bobby Portis is checked in for Chicago. Denzel Valentine comes in for Levine. Here's G. He kicks it to Pondexter. The feed to G. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Lakers.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
And they're pushing it up. Feeds to Valentine. Pass to G. Now here's Valentine. Defense is right there. Here's Lopez. No good there. And the Lakers take it the other way. And here is Ball. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by G. And here's the fast break. Here's Valentine, and again, no good by Chicago. Lakers leading by 7.
And really no other way to put it but the Lakers with that dramatic front office change last season around that deadline and new big name leadership. The hope is that they can escape from what's been an awfully rocky patch here of Lakers history. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. There's the pick. Passes to Ingram. From deep. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
G kicks to Pondexter. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from G.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Here's Randle. Here's Zubac. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
They get it back. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Lakers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Chicago. Felicios checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Paul Zipser in for Denzel Valentine. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. G passes to Mirotic. Misses the 3. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Goes back up. And it's Ingram missing.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
The second half beginning in just a moment. Luol Deng really making a difference here.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Bulls trail by 7. Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Ball runs point with Contavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Deng in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way.
Way up there.
And Caldwell-Pope explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Lopez dishes to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. There's the triple. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Lopez. There's the dish to Randall. There's the basket, and make it a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Caldwell Pope, left side.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Markkanen sets the pick for Grant. Pass to Markkanen. Hands it from downtown.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Dang against Levine. Dang kicks to Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The aggression there from Lopez, saw his lane and finished it with a dunk.
Goes up to the stripe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's 11 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nance is checked in. Bulls trail by 12. Grant kicks to Levine. There's the screen. He feeds it to Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists tonight.
That's nice patience by Zach Levine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Unloads from 13, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And last season, so many battles going on in the Chicago Bulls organization, Steve, and they weren't all on the court. Hoiberg was in a difficult place, but was given a vote of confidence for this season from that front office.
You know, it had to be hard for Hoiberg as he's had a lot of things working against him. The roster hasn't matched how he has envisioned this offense working. Then infighting with players and management has put him in a tough spot.
Clarkson, he's checked in for ball. And so Levine nails both of them.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Clarkson kicks to Nance. Grant against Clarkson. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Grant. And Levine, here we go. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. 4th, the Bulls. The Lakers in 5th.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Jaren Grant. Clarkson is screen on Holiday. On the wing, Dang. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Offensive rebound. Lopez with the steal. Markkanen passes to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. Levine dishes to Lopez. Back to Levine. 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 7 points in the basket from Dunn.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. The pass to Caldwell-Pope. Sweet little floater. Caldwell-Pope's got 10 points in just the second half.
In this second half, it's been a disappointing turn of events for them defensively. The focus, the intensity, just not there.
Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Kuzma, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Man's a screen, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Bogut's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Mirotic is checked in. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Paul Zipser comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Valentine in for Zach LaVine. Now Clarkson, he has 6. Nance a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Chicago calls timeout. Steve, you've seen some big names retire from the NBA in the last few seasons. I mean, guys that we all admired for so many years. Talk about walking away from the game and not having that a part of your everyday life and what that's like for a player.
Kevin, I think, especially talking individually, it's the hardest thing. So whenever you started, you've been playing this game 15, 20, and some of these guys 25 years. To be able to say you're not playing this game and to go to the next step is definitely hard because you've had this routine. What I love now is guys have done a fantastic job of keeping their bodies in shape. They're able to play 20, 21 years, and one day we're going to see a guy playing 25 years. I think it's fantastic.
What I think about Steve is as long as they can remember, all they've played is basketball. And then one day it just kind of ends. And that's got to be such a difficult thing to go through.
It's hard, and I like now a lot of these players now are thinking about that day, and they're better prepared to be able to walk away and walk right into something else. And even if it's being a dad, I like what guys are doing right now.
Bulls trail by 11. Out to the wing. Zipser kicks to Portis, and Mirotic has it in the corner. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. There's a good screen. Here's Zipser. The shot off that time. Nice D from Bogut. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Caldwell Pope for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 20.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of them.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Portis. Clarkson with the ball. 6 points for him. Screened by Bogut. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
To the left wing. Zipser, the pass to Valentine. Mirotic. And the Bulls, another 3.
The perimeter shooting of Mirotic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
Hands where the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. G's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 11. Kicks to Valentine. Back to Mirotic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's stolen by Bogut. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. He dishes it to Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
Got to give the ball to Bogut when he has a clean look for the dunk. That's just smart basketball.
Pass to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles. Ball comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Felicio is checked in for the Bulls. Pondexter comes in for Valentine. To the inside, here's Clarkson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clarkson's got 8.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
G kicks to Zipser. Dishes it to Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers leading by 13. A player who measures his impact, Greg, on the game at the defensive end, the 7-footer Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, and it's interesting. He said he was a horrible defender at the University of Utah. Soaked up the game from the great defenders in the NBA. Learning defensive 3 seconds, when to go, when not to. He's a master now. Yeah, and ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Randall's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow-through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Ball.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
G passes to Felicio. He kicks to Mirotic. 4 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Ball. Drops in the breakaway layup. Ball's got 9.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And for the Bulls, some felt they didn't get enough back in return for Jimmy Butler from Minnesota. Smitty, what's your take on that?
Well, the Bulls got younger. They got some shooting, which they really needed. Ask me in a few years after we see how these young fellas develop.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Bulls making a change also. Sharon Grant, he's checked in for G. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. That one is off.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
No good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 15. Out to the right wing. Grant dishes to Mirotic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mirotic has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bulls. The feed to Randall. Pass to Lopez. The dish now to Clarkson. Lopez a screen. Here's the floater. It's deflected, and so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Los Angeles leading by 12. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Quincy Pondexter, also Mirotic out there, and it's Felicio in at the 5 spot. Wing shot on the way. Lopez, no luck.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
And off target that time from Zipser.
And you know what? Sometimes there's a reason why you're open. Maybe not the shot you should be taking.
Now here's Ingram. Feeds it to Ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you think back to just a few years ago when the Bulls were winning the East. That team, core of Rose, Noah, and Dang, had some tough luck not to make it to the finals with that group.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Dang's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Lopez comes in for Felicio. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Paul Zipser. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers leading by 14. And with those Rose-led Bulls teams from a few seasons back, it all went south so fast, but those teams were very tough to beat.
It just shows you how much can change in the NBA in a short span. Bulls are working hard to try to get back to that level. It hasn't been an easy road.
Just 4 to shoot. Ingram.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Lopez kicks to Mirotic. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Stolen by Ball. One-on-one fast break. Here's Randall. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Back to Grant. Holiday against Dang. Grant kicks to Levine. Back to Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and boy, he can be tough to contain.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Ball kicks to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
And Markkanen throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Lopez a screen, and there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Here's Ball. Picked by Randall. Shoots over Markkanen. That one wide left. Bulls trail by 15. Levine kicks to Holiday. Pass to Markkanen. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Markkanen absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. to the right side. Now the pass to Randall. He feeds it to Lopez. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Chicago calls timeout. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. Let's see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. Los Angeles leading by 14. Ball kicks to Lopez. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lopez a screen for three. Caldwell-Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Markkanen passes to Levine. Markkanen dishes to Holiday. Kicks it to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. And Holiday, here we go. And it's sent back by Lopez. Holiday against Caldwell-Pope. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Nance sets a screen for Caldwell-Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Right block shot. Got a piece of it. Deng kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Deng. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Lopez gets it to go.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Bulls trail by 20. Here's Grant. Outside, Levine. Lopez a screen. Back to Grant. Here's Markkanen. No good, unable to end this run.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 16 points for Brook Lopez.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Caldwell-Pope against Holiday. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And with the new TV deals, we've seen players' salaries and caps certainly skyrocketing. What does that do in affecting relationships among the players, between the players, within a team?
You know, I think, Kevin, when guys are happy, obviously with their salaries, they play better. But I think also it can affect sometimes, let's talk about it team-wise. You have a guy that's not playing at the level that you thought he would be playing. Because of the numbers, it's going to be harder and harder to move some of those guys. Then you have a guy that's playing better than a guy that's making a lot of money. He's going to expect, and some of these teams are not going to be able to play, so you're going to see a lot of movement. And back in our day, Kevin, my day, you didn't see that much movement. Because of these skyrocketing salaries, I think now it's going to be more and more movement.
And you know, Steve, with the new deal signed between players and the league, it'll be, I think, easier for teams that have drafted and developed a player now to keep that player and not lose them to more money to another team.
You're totally right. I think guys getting drafted and they can play, they will definitely be there for years and years because they can make the most money with their teams respectively.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way: is I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to the NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity straight out of high school, and there are some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be leaning.
I like that perspective. Portis, the pass to G, looking to end his cold spell, and it's sent back by Bogut. Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. The putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's stolen by Ennis. Now here's Brewer. Guarded closely and stolen by Valentine. Inside, stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Brewer with the ball, and it's blocked. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. So it's the Lakers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Lopez, a screen on Lopez. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with some changes. Bogut comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Ennis in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Paul Zipser comes in for Justin Holiday. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Jaren Grant. Ball kicks to Dang. He dishes it to Ball. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle. There's no doubt, and not only the NBA, but in all sports, certainly a blessing. But Smitty, are there downsides to all that notoriety, all that money, all that lavishness?
Yeah, it is, Kevin. I think the downside is, one, you can't live that lifestyle if it's lavish for the rest of your life. And I think, second, it takes away. You are a public figure right now. You have to understand that. And that's the downside. Being able to go out with your family, being able to go out to a restaurant, you got to understand, yes, there's going to be fans everywhere, and it takes away from that. So I think that's the two things for me is guys got to understand that lifestyle doesn't last. And I think also, personally, it takes away from what you can do out in public.
And yes, it's good. 16 points for Lonzo Ball.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Zipser, the pass to Felicio. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Basket good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Lonzo Ball.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Buries it from three-point range.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Screen by Bogut. Here's Ball. Pass to Bogut. Felicio with a rebound.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And stolen by Valentine. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. You know, sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.